This is the College Gamers Podcast for December 5th, 2015. Hello, everyone. I am Mike.
And I'm Taft.
And this is the College Gamers Podcast, where we talk about news you can use or abuse or other words that rhyme with the word use. News. Other words that rhyme with the word news.
There we go.
That's what I meant to say. So, Taft, how's your week going?
It's actually going pretty good.
That is awesome. Are you excited for finals next week?
Oh, yeah, completely. I can't wait.
How are your finals looking?
Horrifyingly scary, yeah.
That's awesome. What are you most worried about?
Probably my Spanish final.
Spanish. Yeah, Spanish is hard.
That or my psychology final.
Psychology can't be that hard, is it?
It's not hard. In fact, I'm quite good at psychology.
All right.
Modest
as always.
Yeah, you know me. It's just it's not even going to be a big test. I don't know why, but I'm just kind of worried about it.
I got you. I understand that. I am most worried about my differential equations tests because that class
sounds horrible. Like
that class is a beast that cannot be tamed. So, yes, that's going to be terrifying. So we have exciting news this week. We have several announcements, which I think we should take care of now before we actually get into the news cycle. And then when we jump into the news, we have the winners from the 2015 Game Awards, and Taft here is so dedicated to the podcast that he has refused to look at the winners.
Yeah,
he's going to guess if he can see who won.
So just so you guys know how hard this was. When I was looking for news on articles and stuff like that, I had to go by pictures. Like if I saw a story about somebody that was like up for Game of the Year or something like that, or I remember, I wouldn't look at it. I didn't read the title. I didn't do anything for it.
Well, Taft, your dedication is greatly appreciated.
I need to get paid.
Well, don't we all? All right. Well, let's start off with some exciting announcements. First of all, if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook or wherever social media takes you, we have a Patreon page now. We're not really expecting anything to happen from it. It's just like another place where we can plaster the College Gamer's name.
Pretty much.
But
if we end up making a little bit of money off of it to go towards the podcast.
That's true. Hosting can get expensive.
Yeah.
And but it looks really official, and that's the most exciting part.
Yeah, it does.
It looks super official, and the font is really nice.
It's like we're taking steps to get more and more official as a podcast.
Yes, now we just need to dress in like suits every time we record.
Now we just need a studio to record in or
there
something.
We go.
That's not your bedroom.
Well, actually, I have a friend that records a radio show, and you know how much it costs to
a lot
to rent one of those rooms?
A lot.
It's $500 every time you record there.
Yeah, so I just need to build one. Mike.
I'll just
we'll hand build it.
We'll rip everything out of my room, take out my bed, and we'll replace all the walls with styrofoam.
Exactly. We'll hand build it. Don't worry about it.
We got you. And second of all, we're looking at a regular live streaming time for the winter break, like playing video games, not recording the podcast as we do on weekends. We're still going to live stream the podcast. But we're looking at doing a regular like gaming live stream. Originally, I was looking at Wednesdays from maybe 4 to 6 or 5 to 7. But I also had maybe a good idea if maybe me and Taft can alternate. Because Taft, your Xbox, you can stream to Twitch, right?
Yes, I should be able to. I have not tried it yet, but I will at one point.
So maybe we can do an alternating Tuesday, Thursday thing.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe like do like a 1 week of like us playing games on your computer, another week of us playing games at my house on the Xbox or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, and
I just need to get a Kinect though.
Do you? Do you need a Kinect?
That way they can see us.
I see. So they can look at our ugly faces as we just like stare blindly into a screen.
Oh, they'll get to see my purple chair.
What purple chair?
You know that chair I have at my house? That's like my chair. Nobody sits in that chair.
Oh, that
the
one.
Big old purple chair.
Yes, that it's purple?
It's purple.
I'm colorblind. I think it's red.
It's really deep purple.
I see. Okay. And the most exciting news of this week, don't actually drum, but drum roll please. There you go. And that looked hideous on the recording. But
suck it up.
No, you're good. Thank you, Taft, for that excellent drum roll. Are you sure you should be doing you should be podcast? You should be like a sound effects guy.
I told you that. I could be that dude from Police Academy.
That guy's what's his name?
I don't know.
But he's like, it makes all the sound effects.
Yeah.
He's really good. Anyway, We digress. The really exciting news: we have our first guest host for the podcast. Her name is Alexandra. I believe she's the president of WICS, Women in Computer Science at LSU, and she held the game jam I went to a few weeks. So that's going to be really exciting to talk to.
Yeah, it is. And for those of you wondering, no, I will not be on the podcast that week because I will be out of town. So it just works out perfectly that that's going to be our first guest.
Yeah, so that's super exciting. Super excited to talk to her. She seems like an awesome person, and yeah, so that's all super exciting and stuff. Is that it? I think that covers everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Well, actually, I have all these little notes over here. Let's just. Yes, that starts everything. Yes, so we'll be recording on Sunday, and I'm not sure if I'll live stream it or not since it's our first guest host. So we'll figure it out as we get there.
Yeah.
This is the College Gamers. We wing everything. That's how we do this.
It's almost like we're college students.
Almost like we're college. It's almost like there's something bigger out there that takes up most of our time.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the news. Breaking news. All right. Let's Taft, are you ready to see who won?
Oh, so we're starting off with that. Okay.
Yeah, you want to start off with that?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right. So, as everyone knows, the Game Awards for 2015 happened. Was it this week or was it next? I think it was this week.
It was last. Yeah, like it was in the past. But
yes, it was the week that just happened.
Yes.
And lots of exciting Taft. You didn't watch it, obviously.
Obviously not.
And neither did I, but there were.
I wanted to watch it, but then Mike texted me saying, "Hey, don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
So,
Put duct tape over your eyes and don't look at anything on the internet."
So I didn't watch it.
It's gonna be anywhere. It happened. When did it happen? I don't know when it happened, but it happened sometime this week. So Taft, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. So just so you know, everyone, if Taft gets to answer wrong, he gets a little shock, and when he wins, he gets a piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
There. And so yeah, Taft, don't get shocked. Here we go.
I'll try not to.
We don't actually shock people on the College Gamers.
Yeah, we should totally do that one day though. Like live stream that.
That'd be really terrifying. To
like
watch.
just like a little
just a little shock.
just like a little taser, real quick, and
Just a little taser.
Dude, come on! Like you haven't been tased before.
I haven't been tased.
What?
I haven't. Have you been tased?
Yes.
Why have you been tased? Actually, I don't want to know.
I've tased myself before, like
on purpose, or did you drop it on your foot?
No, what we were doing. Okay, so the first time I ever got tased, I'll tell you that one real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it in the back alley?
No. What happened was my brother had a friend that lived with us, and he wanted to be a cop, and so he bought a taser. One is like self protection, but two, like just he wants to be a cop, so he went to a police surplus store and bought a taser. Okay. It's not a stun gun. There's a difference. It's the one like that won't incapacitate you unless you hold it to him for a while.
Okay.
And so what he did was they went around the house the day that they bought it. Went around the house shocking everybody.
Why would you do that?
Just to mess with people. Like
so
my
mean.
brother had like 5 of his friends come over, and they like all day like went. One of my brother's friends was in the Navy at the time.
Okay.
I wanted to prove how much of a man he was, and just sat there and held it to his leg, just like.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's hardcore.
Yeah, it was intense. And so that happened, and me and my mother were like in the corner cowering, trying not to get tased.
That's hilarious.
And so we didn't get tased that day, but then later that week, we went to a dirt bike track because me and my brother used to race dirt bikes.
Okay.
And so we were there, and we were loading the bikes up, and we were putting the trailer on the hitch. And just for some reason, we had taken it off, and the crank was broken, so we had to lift it up ourselves. So I'm helping my brother lift it up, and then his friend then proceeds to come up behind me and tase me as I'm trying to lift up a trailer.
Oh, surprise!
Yeah, like
that stinks.
Yeah, so that was the first time. But then the last time I got tased, when I actually had to tase myself, was we were playing poker, but we didn't have any we weren't betting money.
Okay. You bet a tase?
What we did was if you ran out of chips and you wanted to get back in, you would have to tase yourself.
Wow, it's hardcore Taft. So you really wanted to win.
Yeah, I came back and I broke even. So
all right, well that was quite the tangent.
It happens.
Fantastic. All right, so now Taft, are you ready?
Yes, let's do this.
You will not be tased, I promise. All right.
I'm not.
So let's start out with the big winner here. Game of the year.
Okay.
Do you need me to read you the options to you?
No, because the two that it was for between me would be Witcher 3 and Fallout 4.
Okay. And what do you think?
Just because, as much as I love Fallout 4, I'm gonna go with Witcher 3, just because it had a better story.
All right. And ding ding, you win.
Yeah!
You're a winner. Yeah, Witcher 3 won Game of the Year for 2015.
I would like to say I called that a long time ago.
And it's well deserved.
When that game first came out, I was like, "This is Game of the Year."
That was a fantastic game.
It was such a great game.
I need to finish it. I just put so many hours in, and yeah, and my hard drive died.
Do you think there's gonna be a Witcher 4? I bet you there will
be. Well, right now they're working on another game. The developers.
Yeah, the Cyberpunk.
Yeah, so it might be on hiatus.
But they also have another team working on a bunch of like DLC and stuff for Witcher 3. Like their second expansion is coming out next year.
That's true. So maybe they're holding off until this game to the next big project comes out, and then they might start.
They're not
working
even
on
going to start talking about that game until in 2017.
Jeez, that's a long way away.
Yeah, they might pull a Bethesda though and be like, "It's coming out next week." Like,
all right. So next, let's see. Next category is Developer of the Year.
Bethesda.
And you're wrong. It was CD Projekt Red.
Of course it was, because they made Witcher. Okay.
They made Witcher. Yeah. Okay. So well deserved, I say.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
I would argue that Bethesda deserves it more. But
I think Bethesda had a better, like, the way they announced Fallout.
Like I just think that they deserve it a little bit more, but
yeah,
I can understand why CD Projekt Red got it.
Yeah, they had a really good game. Best independent game.
I need at least a couple options for that.
Oh, best independent game is Axiom Verge, Her Story, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
And
Her Story.
Rocket League.
Well, oh, dang it.
I know. I was just about to say Rocket League when you cut me off.
I still wouldn't have guessed Rocket League. I totally guessed Ori and the Blind Forest.
Rocket League just exploded, dude.
They just destroyed people.
I think what really helped them get to where they are now is that they were free on the PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
And I think that really helped them accelerate their user base.
Growth, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's move on to best mobile handheld game. Would you like the options, sir?
Yeah.
All right. And behind well, actually no, that doesn't work. I was going to use the curtain thing, but it doesn't work cuz you're seeing everything. Downwell, Fallout Shelter, Lara Croft Go, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Pac-Man 256.
It's between Lara Croft Go and Fallout Shelters. I'm going to go with Lara Croft.
Lara Croft. And ding, 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 you win!
Yes!
And Lara Croft Go won. Have you played that?
No, I haven't, but like I said, I've not heard a bad thing about it.
I see. Well, it won best handheld for the year, so nice. I might have to pick it up. Is it for like a phone or like?
I want to say it is for phone. Yeah,
for phone. I'll have to pick it up if my phone can run it. All right. Best narrative. I'm assuming you're gonna need a
Witcher 3.
And
is that an option?
Yes, it is.
Then,
but would you like?
Give me some more options.
Her Story, Life is Strange, Tale from the Borderlands, Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Until Dawn.
I'm gonna go with Until Dawn, actually.
Until Dawn. And Her Story.
God dang it.
Sorry. Is someone keeping track of this? Do we have a score going right now?
It's 2-2.
2-2? All right, here we go. Okay, next, Best Art Direction. And so, Best Art Direction nominees include Batman Arkham Knight, Bloodborne, Metal Gear Solid 5, Ori and the Blind Forest, and Witcher Hunt. I mean, Wild Hunt.
I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm going to say Ori and the Blind Forest just because of how beautiful that game is.
It was really pretty, and ding ding ding, you win!
Yes!
It is 3-2. All right, moving on. Best Score / Soundtrack. Fallout 4, Halo 5 Guardians, Metal Gear, Ori and the Blind Forest, Witcher Hunt, the Witcher Hunt. I mean, the Witcher 3. Jeez, what's up with me in the Witcher?
Okay, what was it was Fallout 4, Halo 5, what else?
Metal Gear, Ori, and Witcher.
I'm going to go with Halo.
Halo and Metal Gear.
Really?
I know, very strange.
I didn't think that Metal Gear had that great of one.
Okay, I think this if you take the soundtrack by itself, there were some really pretty songs. They were just kind of random for the game.
Yeah, okay.
Cuz like I mean like the car scene,
yeah,
where they're just awkwardly staring at each other, is like this really pretty song is playing in the background. Like it had a really good soundtrack. I just think it was poorly implemented.
Yeah, okay.
In a way. So, yeah, Metal Gear won Best Soundtrack. Moving on to Best Performance. Do you want to do this? It's just like actors.
Nah,
we'll skip over that one. Games for Change Award.
skip that one.
Skip that one. Okay, best shooter. Here we go.
Okay.
Best shooters. Nominees include Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Destiny, Halo 5, Splatoon, Star Wars Battlefront.
It's gonna be between. It's between the first three.
Sorry.
I'm probably gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna go with Destiny.
Destiny. And the answer is, and you
Halo
were Splatoon, actually.
Really? I thought about Splatoon, but I was like, nah.
Splatoon. I heard a lot of good things about Splatoon. I believe it's free to play.
It's a Nintendo game. I'm pretty sure.
Is it? I thought it was a PC.
Pretty sure it's a Nintendo game.
Nintendo game? Well, I heard good things about it. It's like a non-violent shooter.
Yeah.
So yeah, Splatoon. It looked like fun. You shoot paint at each other. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's a Wii U game.
Oh, it's a Wii. Oh, really? That looks like such a great PC game. If it went free to play on PC, I'm sure it would just be really good.
Yeah.
It would explode. All right, moving on to best action adventure game. This includes Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Batman, Metal Gear, Ori, and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I'm going to go with Batman.
Gonna go with Batman, and the answer is, Metal Gear.
Okay.
I need to figure out what my catchphrase is when I tell you the answer.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think Metal Gear was a really good adventure game.
Yeah, it was.
It had a really good map.
I just didn't view it as much of as an adventure game, you know?
Maybe action. It leaned more toward action.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the open map.
I know. I get it. It's a good.
It was a good open map game.
It was a good. That deserves the win, but
definitely. I mean, it had a lot of good contestants as well.
Yeah.
It had a lot of good contestants. All right, moving on. This is actually one I was really excited for. Best role-playing game. I think this one's going to be hard for you.
Okay.
This includes Bloodborne, Fallout 4, Pillars of Eternity, The Witcher 3, Undertale.
What was the first one?
The first one was Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
You're going to go with Bloodborne?
Mm-hmm.
And you are wrong. Witcher 3.
Okay.
Witcher 3, which is a really good role-playing.
It was. I just didn't think that it would win that one, too.
I think it had a good... as I say every time, the lore felt really in-depth.
It's
a lot of backstory.
It's such a lore heavy game. So
it is, and I think Fallout 4 probably would have placed second on my list.
Yeah,
because that's also a really good role playing game.
Just Bloodborne is one of those really popular games.
Was it?
Or at least it was at launch.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's really interesting is that Witcher 3 and Fallout 4, they're very two different type of role playing.
Completely different.
Witcher 3 is very. This is who you are. I mean, you can make decisions that changes how the story ends.
Yeah.
But it won't affect your overall gameplay. Where Fallout, it's just it's so much more open. I mean, the story goes the same way, but the way you progress, so like they're very opposite of each other.
Yeah.
So I think that was an interesting competition and see who would win that. Best fighting game. Do you want to do that one? Best fighting game.
I'm just gonna go with Mortal Kombat X.
You win. Yeah. I don't know if anyone else really had a chance in that fight.
Street Fighter would have had a chance in that one.
Street Fighter. It wasn't actually
really
nominee. Yeah, it's on
weird.
There. According to GameSpot, but I don't know how reliable GameSpot is because they didn't even tell me some of the winners. I had to like Google some of the winners to fill out their list.
Jeez,
I know, right? What do you? Okay, let's move on to best family game. Disney Infinity, Lego Dimensions, Skylander, Splatoon, Super Mario Maker.
I'm gonna go with. Oh dang! I was gonna go with Splatoon, but I don't know with Super Mario Maker.
Yeah, Splatoon was a lot of fun, but Mario Maker had a lot of good reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Lego Dimensions is like a lot of fun as well.
It looks like fun, but I don't think it's been around long enough to win that one.
That's true.
I'm gonna go with Splatoon.
Splatoon and Super Mario Maker.
God dang it! I should get like half a point.
I should have done a point system for this. It would have been so much fun. So, let's move on. Best sport racing game. Best sports/racing game. FIFA 16, Forza Motorsport, NBA, Pro Evolution Soccer, Rocket League.
Rocket League.
You win. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, here we go. Here's going to be an interesting one. Best multiplayer includes Black Ops 3, Destiny, Halo 5, Rocket League, Splatoon.
Oh, dang, that's a tough one.
I know, right? There's a lot of...
I'm going with Splatoon. I'm going to go with...
And ding, ding, you win.
Yes.
That's really interesting because Rocket League is really fun. And Halo 5 really pushed multiplayer this year.
It did. It really did.
So
but it's one of those things. It hasn't been around long enough to win the title yet.
I gotcha. And that is true. It seems to be a lot of the older games seem to be winning things. So maybe that just tells you like when in the cycle to release.
Yeah. If you want the awards, but
I gotcha. But November is still big. Yeah. So that's really I wonder if that kind of put a dent in their plans. I think maybe they were aiming for best multiplayer. Halo 5 is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to put a hitch in their step at all.
Yeah, I mean they're still doing pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think that they care so much. I mean, everybody wants to win the awards, but I feel like if they just have a ton of multiplayer people, they'll be happy.
I gotcha. Okay, so Taft, I'm not gonna give you the options for this one because I think you should know this.
Okay.
The most anticipated game.
Fallout 4.
That hasn't come out yet.
Oh.
Most anticipated, like the game that people look forward to the most after this award.
Oh,
thing.
I feel like it's No Man's Sky.
You win, because
everybody wants that game.
Yeah, like other things are Horizon Zero Dawn, Quantum Break, The Last Guardian. Like no, give us No Man's Sky. We want it. We want it now.
No Man's Sky right now.
It's looking great.
It is having me contemplate buy a PlayStation because I want that game so bad.
Definitely. So let's move on to esport. What was this? Esport Game of the Year. That's what I want.
Counter-Strike Go, a global offensive.
You win.
I mean,
not here. Hearthstone deserved that. Maybe
not even close.
Counter-Strike is very.
Counter-Strike's just
that came out this year.
No.
Counter-Strike.
No, it's been out for a while.
So
it's just one of those games that's constantly played, so it's going to stay on the list.
I see. That explains it. Why is Advanced Warfare still?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Why is that? When did that come out?
But yeah, CS:GO is just—it's one of those games that's just.
It's big. It's huge. It's gonna be huge.
It has the monopoly on it, basically.
Definitely, that's what everyone plays. And this is I'm not gonna make you guess the winner of this one, but trending gamer was Greg Miller.
Really?
I thought that was interesting that he won over PewDiePie because I'm thinking maybe PewDiePie he's starting to plateau a little bit. Like he's found his following and maybe he's not growing as much.
Yeah. That's probably it. I mean, weren't you saying the other day he had a video or something like that had 16 billion views or something?
No, his total view count on his YouTube account has reached 10 billion.
Oh, okay.
16 billion on one video.
I was like, I mean...
That's like everyone... I think more than everyone in the world watched it twice.
I could see it.
Yeah, I could... If everyone got to sit there spamming it, like, I want to watch it again. So, yeah, Greg Miller. I thought that was interesting that PewDiePie didn't win. So, yeah, those are the winners. Taft, good job. Do you know what was the score of the final? You lost?
I lost.
I'm sorry. Next time.
It was close match.
Yeah, it's good try. Next year. It's always next year. Yeah, you can just Google Game Awards 2015 and you can find the winners, everyone who's looking for it. So, Taft, round of applause for you. Good job. Excellent job. Thank you for I appreciate you not looking at the answers.
Yep.
That would have been fun.
But my news is going to be a little bit subpar this week.
It's all right. That took up a majority of our news time, so you don't have to worry about
fine. Okay, I'll just talk about my big stuff.
All right. So let's move on to regular news. First of all, Taft, let's talk about the thing you and I are probably a little sad about.
I'm not sad about it. I'm mad about it.
Rocket League won't be cross-play.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't heard, Rocket League's coming to Xbox One. Because we didn't talk about that on our news. And, we're the only source that you people have for news. So
we have a monopoly. Monopoly, I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of games, that's a great game.
Which one? Monopoly?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, Rocket League or Monopoly? Which one are you talking about?
So, yeah, Monopoly. Not Monopoly. God dang it, Mike. Rocket League's coming to Xbox One. And it will not be crossplay, which is ridiculous.
We were talking about this the other day.
We were talking about it yesterday, actually.
Yeah,
when we were setting up the Patreon, we were talking about this.
You were talking about how they have a new head of developer. Who seemed really
Phil
chill.
Spencer, and he's very against console exclusive games. Mm-hmm. And so and he's a very chill person. He wants to get the game out to as many people as possible and let as many people as possible play. So I don't see why he would. He probably didn't have much to say of that, though.
I understand that. And this must be maybe a political choice, because obviously there's already some crossplay between PC and PlayStation users, so I think this might be a choice on Xbox side.
Actually, it has to be something political, because it isn't unheard of cross-platform for Xbox. There's already been Shadowrun, which was on the Xbox 360, and you could play with PC players. And then coming up, like for things in the future that are already planning on having it, Fable Legends is going to have cross-platform.
Really?
Yeah. So it's not like it's unheard of.
Interesting. Well, this is really strange. I think this must be them maybe pushing. This must be related to people for them pushing their Windows 10 Xbox One combination. Maybe
Either.
I think this might come back to that.
That, or maybe people were just butthurt because PlayStation can do it too, and
That's true. Oh, that'd be interesting to see PlayStation teams versus Xbox teams.
We'd kill them. Don't worry about it.
Damn, I was. It's really sad. I was actually looking forward to
playing.
playing.
That would have been fun to play with you, but
that would have been fun streaming right there, man.
I know, right? But no, we can't do that now.
That's really strange. Let's see. Yeah. Rocket League said the Xbox platform doesn't allow for crossplay matchmaking between other systems as a general practice across all titles. That's what Rocket League tweeted out on December 4th. So,
which isn't exactly true because we just went off the.
That's true because they have some other ones. So that's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm aggravated about it. But yeah, for those of you wondering, the Rocket League is set to release in February of 2016 on Xbox.
February. Well, maybe we'll just pretend to play with each other.
Yeah, we can do that.
Take that as you will. Crop that out and play it over and over again. So Taft, a big release came out this week. Just Cause 3.
I know. I love that. I love Just Cause 2, and I want to play this one, but I'm poor right now.
You're poor. It's for Xbox, right?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Is it for all?
I think so. Actually, I don't know about Just Cause 3. I would imagine it is. Because I don't remember ever hearing.
Well, I know it's on PC because there's a Steam review. Well,
okay, if it's on PC, then it's definitely on Xbox.
Yeah.
If it were gonna go to, exclusivity, it would have gone to solely only one thing.
That's true. Well, it's looking at a rocky start at the moment. A lot of people are reporting like unexplained frame rate drops, and some people have regular crashes on PC. It's suffering from a mixed review on Steam, which is for a AAA title like this. That's not good.
It's not good. No.
So
I hope we don't have another Batman on our hands.
That's true. Well, you won't be too hurt about that.
I won't be too upset about it. But just because it doesn't affect me, doesn't mean I'm not I don't care about it. It's like the gaming industry in itself. It shows there's a lack of care on PC's part and stuff.
I gotcha. Well,
or porting to PC.
It seems to be a mostly PC problem because a lot of drivers are coming out, especially for NVIDIA drivers and AMD drivers that say to fix it. There's also random disconnects from the servers, which forces people to wait a few seconds or like a few minutes, according to what I'm reading here. And you just sit there for a minute or two until it asks you to go into if you want to go in offline mode, which is annoying. They should ask you that immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah, rocky start for Just Cause 3. I hope they fix that soon.
I'm sure.
Because that game, it looks really pretty, and I've seen some bugs, like a whole mountainsides are just like a lot of the graphics are glitching.
That's upsetting.
So you can see through mountains, and you just see like foliage and things. It's really strange, and I hope they fix that.
That's upsetting because Just Cause 2 was such a great game. It had a bunch of fun Easter eggs and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Like they had the island from Lost.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and they even had the smoke monster.
That's hilarious.
Like what it was like a cop that was like just smoking. That's all it was. Like he was like constantly smoking. He wouldn't hurt you or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you couldn't kill him, but he was just constantly smoking. If you'd fly a plane in that area, and once you got over that island, it would set fire and start to crash.
Oh, that's cool. There's also a lost thing in World of Warcraft.
Really?
In Northrends. There's a Sharazam Basin, something along those lines. It's in Northrends, and there's in the middle of a lake. There's an island that has a hole dug in it, and there's a hatch in the islands.
That's cool.
I know, it's pretty cool.
And then, they also had probably my favorite one was they had a bubble gun.
A bubble gun?
Yeah, as in like a bubble blower.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It had one of those, and didn't do anything. You had a bubble gun.
That's fantastic.
Like you could just run around like bubbles.
All right, you want to take the reins, news reins here, Taft?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, so this is something that's exciting. Destiny on December 8th is getting Sparrow Racing.
And that's the hover bikes?
Yes, that is the bikes that you ride around on that hover above the ground.
It's not going to be a limited time thing, is it?
It is, unfortunately.
Wait, why? That sounds like something they could like permanently do.
I know, right? It just it hasn't, like, they haven't released many details about it except for the release date and the fact that they're doing it. They're planning on releasing more information about it later this week.
Okay.
So that's happening, but right now, all they're saying is it's a limited time thing, and you get to Sparrow race. It's a multiplayer thing. Like, it's not like versus NPCs.
You can't race AIs, and
yeah.
I'm assuming they're making special maps for it.
I would imagine, yeah.
No, if they had a betting system, that'd be cool. If players could spectate and bet on who wins.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that counts as online gambling, which is illegal in the United States, but since it's imaginary currency,
yes, if it's imaginary currency, then
should be interesting.
Yeah. But this is cool because it's something players have been wanting for like months.
So why are they making it temporary?
That's a great question.
They might be testing the water to see if people play it.
They seem to do that.
Well, a lot of people might want it, but then they might play it and realize this is fun for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, like I said, if you can do it to where you make money and stuff off of it, people will grind for it and stuff like that.
That's true.
Like,
I can see people making like spreadsheets and things of like winners and
yeah. But yeah, there's that. Okay, so here's another. Like I said, news subpar. Not gonna have a lot of talk about it.
You're good.
So, Mike, have you ever heard of this game called Shaq Fu?
Is that about Shaquille O'Neal?
It is.
Learning Kung Fu?
I don't know if it's about him learning Kung Fu, but it's about him fighting people, I'm pretty sure.
Is it really?
Pretty sure.
I would play this.
You probably shouldn't, considering it's viewed as one of the worst games of all time.
That sounds like a fun thing to stream.
I know, right? Like, just sitting there like, my God. But we can't because it was released in like 1994.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
All right. So, wait, why was this considered the worst game ever?
It was just a really bad game. Just a bad game. Made no sense.
E.T. bad?
What do you mean?
You know about E.T.?
The game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
it was so bad. They threw them all away in some dumpster somewhere. And there's a documentary about people digging it up and finding them.
Really?
Yes.
Not that bad. It's obviously not that bad because they're about to get a sequel.
How are they getting a sequel? They're the worst game ever?
So apparently the developer called Big D's. Yep, that's their name.
Big D.
Big D's.
Big D. Big D. Oh my gosh.
Spelled Deez.
Deez.
Yep, Big D's.
That sounds like some sort of rap artist.
I know, right? Well, they managed to somehow crowdfund more than $450,000.
Holy
to make this game.
For the worst. Now, people aren't allowed to complain when the game is finished and it sucks.
Yeah, like, crowdfunded this. And this was 2 years ago that they did this.
Okay.
And we just got a trailer.
They're not allowed to complain if it's a terrible game.
Yeah. This game might actually be pretty good if they make fun of it. Like, okay. It's called Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn.
Oh, no.
Or Reborn, not Reborn. Reborn. And it would actually be pretty funny if they sat there and like they made jokes at how bad the other one was, you know?
I see. So if they don't take it seriously, instead they go for kind of a satire kind of thing.
Exactly, you know? That'd be fun.
That would be fun. That'd be interesting.
Yep.
All right. So, Taft, this doesn't apply to you because you don't play PlayStation, but PlayStation is getting some sort of streaming software that allows you to stream it to your PC. And I know Xbox has this.
Yeah.
So, PlayStation, playing catch up recently, I've noticed.
Yeah. They really have been.
They're
catching up, but they're playing catch up nonetheless.
I mean, they were rocking it when they first came out, and I think Xbox kind of surprised them.
This has been Black Friday sales were I read somewhere, I didn't really research it, so I could be wrong. Okay. But I read somewhere that Black Friday sales for Xbox versus PlayStation, Xbox blew them out the water.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, well, again, it's just like PlayStation was really rocking when they first released, undercutting them in the price, a lot of good games, and then just Xbox, I think, are all right, let's kick it over here, guys. Let's do this. Let's rock it.
Let's do it.
And
they're coming back strong.
Coming in strong, exactly. Well, actually, this announcement is kind of awkward because a company called Twisted, just released a third-party application that allows you to do this, that allows you to stream to your PC.
Yeah.
5 days after they released it, Sony announced their own official software for this.
Oh my gosh.
So it's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
And also because Twisted's software is paid for. Like, you have to pay to use it. And Sony's is free. So that probably put a damper on their plans to sell this software.
Yeah.
Kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah.
Scumbag Sony.
And that's a new meme. We just created a new meme right here, right now.
You heard it first here.
Exactly. Sony's current streaming implementation. Wow.
There we go.
Can't read. I need more coffee. With Xperia phones and the Vita, is anything to go by. Their tools will be free. I read that really badly. But so yeah, it looks like you'll be able to stream it to Xperia phones, which I've never heard, and to your Vita. That'd be really cool.
I guess. I mean,
you don't have a PlayStation. You're not excited.
I mean, no. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm contemplating getting a PlayStation just for some games because PlayStation does have a really good lineup of exclusive games coming out.
That's true.
Both consoles next year really have a big thing on exclusives next year.
Exactly.
Which is infuriating.
Why? Oh, because they're exclusives?
Yeah, I hate exclusives. Like, back when I had a PlayStation, I hated exclusives that were on PlayStation and ones that were on Xbox. And now that I have an Xbox, I hate them for both. It's like my opinion on it hasn't changed.
I mean, it's just kind of. I think gaming in general would be better if everything was.
It would be like cross-platform stuff. Like, yeah, let your console have different specs and stuff like that. That's what makes it like what people like about it. Like, people like certain games on Xbox better than on PlayStation. People like PlayStation games on better on PlayStation than on Xbox. Like,
it comes down to performance.
Yeah,
that's what counts.
and so like doesn't come down to the game of which console I'm gonna buy, and that's the most aggravating part. Like it makes it so to where like I feel like it makes it to where like okay, we can kind of slack off on this console on this generation because we already have this number of exclusives, so they're just gonna buy it just for the games.
I gotcha.
You know,
I gotcha. Yeah.
I'm sure that doesn't have a big thing to it, but I'm sure it has some pull on it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, moving on here. Nintendo Tab. You know Nintendo's making a new console.
I do. And
Called
I'm
the NX or
super
Next?
excited for it because I love Nintendo. I really do.
They are good. But like recently, the Wii sold 100 million consoles, but within I think the first year, or not in the first year, but it sold over 1 million consoles worldwide. But the Wii U has only sold 10 million or 10.7 million.
Yeah, because the Wii U was kind of a drop. They dropped the ball on the Wii U.
I think they were trying to continue the motion gimmick thing. Well, apparently, according to the new some executive at Nintendo, that's what we're talking about. The next is gonna be nothing like
it's
the Wii or Wii U.
It is not. It is
something
not,
different.
It is not an add-on or anything like that. It's its own thing. Yeah,
that's really exciting. But what concerns me is that they might be taking they might still be trying to find some new niche to fill because Xbox and PlayStation obviously dominate the traditional console with controls, joysticks, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of worried that the next is going to come in and try to be this new. It's going to be the next motion control.
I think they're going to go with motion controls.
You think they're going to stick that? But
no, I think they're going away from motion controls.
I know, but what I'm worried about is that they're trying to find the next, the thing that's going to be like motion control. That they're going to find some niche. It's going to explode, become really popular and fade out. I don't want them to continue on that path.
Me neither. So what I think is going to happen is I think they're going to be like, you know what, the Wii U flopped, just total flop. We're going to go back to what we know. We're going to do what we know. Because back when they had their normal consoles, GameCube sold great.
GameCube was awesome.
I love GameCube. I still love GameCube. Like,
if they could make a game rectangle, that'd be cool.
They need to make the game sphere.
The game.
From Drake and Josh. It's spherical. Spherical.
That's awesome. So I'm hoping they're going to go toward a more traditional console.
And I think they will.
Also, I'm really hoping they beef up their graphics. I know Nintendo's never been strong about graphics, and they focus on story, which I think that's something that's really strong, and they really play to that. But if they could beef up their graphics, I think they could attract a lot of new people.
They don't really have to beef up their graphics because a lot of their stuff is cartoony. It has that cartoony aspect to it. So like, which is one thing that they're a kid console company. That's what they are.
Definitely.
They're like, okay, they're a younger, at least a younger mentality. They're not. They have had games like Call of Duty and stuff like that, but
which look terrible. I'll have to say that now.
It was actually cool. On the Call of Duty 3 on the Wii was actually pretty fun. I was actually pretty good.
Was it?
I was actually pretty good at it, which is really funny because I shake like a limb in a thunderstorm. Like
that's a really funny expression right there.
Yeah, it's bad. I shake really bad.
But even if they beef up their, because I'm not talking about like realistic looking graphics. I'm talking about like sharper.
Okay.
Because like the Wii U still looks kind of grainy.
Have you played the newest Smash Bros?
I have not. How's it look?
It's sharp.
It's sharp looking.
It's sharp.
Okay, because I don't know if they're maybe in the past they've been like rushing games to
maybe
so they weren't using full potential.
Maybe, but the Mario Kart 8's pretty sharp too.
Is it?
Yeah,
that's good. But I mean, if they could pack, I think their graphics is going to be something they can play towards.
Yeah,
as something they can always upgrade. But like again, they good stories, fun games. If your game is terrible but has good graphics, it's still gonna flop. So I think they have their priorities in the right place.
Yeah, I'd rather play a game with horrible graphics and a great story than great graphics and a horrible story.
Exactly.
Exhibit A, Call of Duty.
And that's a burn right there.
Yep. Oh yeah, but Mike, speaking of Mario Kart 8,
okay,
which I did not plan that transition, that just worked out
very smooth as butter,
wonderfully. Mario Kart is getting a TV show themed after them.
Are you talking about like, is it going to be like a watching people play Mario Kart?
Yes.
It's not going to be like some sort of weird story-based Mario Kart.
It is watching people play Mario Kart. It is it's what's it called? Esports of Mario Kart, basically.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
I need to get in on that because I kill at Mario Kart. I am a beast at Mario Kart. But it's gonna be called Clash of the Karts. It's a one season kind of thing, like one and off.
Is it like the it'd be cool if it's something like the Counter-Strike tournament.
Yeah.
But with Mario Kart. Is it gonna be like that? Is it
No, what it is, it's gonna be broadcast on Disney XD for those of you who are interested on December 5th, which is today.
That's a very credible news.
Yeah, it starts today, which is really cool.
Wait, when does it air?
8:00.
You want me to still we can still catch it.
Yeah, we can get it.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna try to get this out there for y'all. But so what it is, it's gonna be 8 of, as they put it, America's best young gamers.
Okay.
And they're gonna team up with YouTube personalities that are like really into Mario Kart.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can see Vine stars.
Yeah, and it's gonna be really cool because this actually isn't Disney's first like partnership with Nintendo.
Well, what other things have they produced together?
Back in October, they aired a hour-long special from the Nintendo World Championship competitive gaming event that was in E3.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's always cool.
Which is funny because it wasn't live; it was back from June.
Yeah,
but they still aired it in October. So
interesting. I wonder, when you say team up, it's going to be like the gamers playing, and are the YouTube stars going to be like pointing at the screen and be like, no, turn left here, turn left?
The exact thing that the article says is Clash of Karts will see 8 of America's best young gamers team up with YouTube personalities such as Strawberry17, Andre. That's good for him. He got Andre. Like, that's his name.
All right.
Like, good for you, dude. You didn't have to get Andre 07. Like, none of that.
That's pretty good.
That's impressive.
Pretty
Atomic Mari and Seth Bling in Mario Kart 8 competition in front of a live audience. The show is an hour long, and the participants will play multiple rounds on the popular racing game.
Interesting. That's going to be fun to watch. Wait. Okay. All right. How do they choose like America's like best young?
That's a great question.
Gamers, because I'll challenge any of them.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this publicly here and now. Meet us in the schoolyard by the game or the Wii It's on.
I'd buy the monkey bars.
Let's do this.
Bring Donkey Kong.
Bring Donkey Kong. It's on. All right.
It's all
Is
night
that
Donkey Kong.
is that all you got for now, or?
There's one thing I do want to talk about real quick. There's a new game that they just announced at PSX called Shadewind. Shadewind.
The Shaven?
Shadewind.
Okay, what is that?
It's spelled Shadwen. It's a stealth game.
Stealth. Okay, and what are you stealthing?
You're an assassin.
So it's Assassin's Creed.
No,
No?
because Assassin's Creed is not a stealth game.
It's
The stealth of Assassin's Creed is nobody can catch you if there's no one around if there's no one left to catch you.
That's true. And you think, oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a stealth game.
Nope, it's not at all. It can be.
My mind is blown.
At certain points, it does have a stealth aspect to it. Like if you get caught, you have to restart and stuff like that.
I gotcha.
No, it's not a stealth game.
Okay.
But you're an assassin who is on a mission to assassinate a king when you run into a little bit of a hitch.
Okay, what is this little hitch?
By little hitch, it's a little girl. Yep.
Okay.
An orphan little girl and starts to follow you around.
Okay.
And so, but you have to complete your mission. So you're not going to like stop your mission just because there's a little girl following you around.
Okay.
So at this point, it brings up the dilemma. What are you going to do? Are you going to kill people in front of her and like ruin her innocence? Or are you going to try to preserve that innocence and find another way around?
Oh, geez. It's interesting. It's an interesting spot. I think in real life,
It would not happen.
it would not happen. But
this
it's a really
is a video game.
It's a really interesting concept.
Yeah. They say it the goal of it kind of is to explore the moral consequences of killing through the characters. So like if you kill them, some like bad stuff's like going to happen, not necessarily to you, but to the little girl or something like that. And as you go around, like maybe if you do good stuff, it affects you, and if you do bad stuff, it affects her. Because you're obviously not a good person. You're an assassin. Like,
And what era does this take place in? Is it like medieval?
It has not said, but from the looks of it, you ever played the game Thief?
I have not, but I've watched trailers and seen some gameplay.
It looks really similar to that, but it's definitely medieval.
I see.
Just from screenshots and stuff, like I'm looking at a dude with a sword and shield and a metal helmet.
Sounds like fun.
But it looks very similar to the game Thief. You play as a chick.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. There's more information on the shadewind.com if anybody else is interested. And it is expected to release sometime in 2016.
All right.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Well, let's move on into what are we playing? What are we playing? What you playing? All right, Taft. So I took advantage of some Steam sales during Thanksgiving break, and I picked up 2 games. I picked up Endless Legends,
Okay.
which is an RTS. It's interesting. It's a lot like Civilization, but it's a bit more fantasy and it's a bit more complicated. There's kind of a learning curve to it, and I'm still kind of getting a hang of it. And I also call me late on this one, but I finally picked up GTA 5, and I've been obsessing over that recently.
How are you liking it?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
It really is a very beautiful game.
Upgrading from GTA 4, the map is gorgeous. It's the driving is fun. The map is fantastic. I absolutely love this map and how diverse it is.
Okay, Mike, real quick.
Okay.
Is it just me? Like, do you also do this? Like, when you get a new game or whatever, like, you're just completely mesmerized by the opening sequence, like, regardless of what it is. You're, like, super excited, like, super engrossed in it. Like,
yes.
Especially in a game like GTA 5 where, like, it's not necessarily, like, the most beautiful, like, it's not necessarily the most interesting open and cinematic, but it's so beautiful. And it definitely demonstrates the beauty of the map.
Definitely. Yes, definitely.
And you're just sitting there like, oh, jeez. I can still remember the very first time I ever uploaded Skyrim.
Definitely.
That was Christmas Day years ago.
Yeah.
Uploaded it, and I was sitting there so excited, like just like ready to play, like the biggest smile on my face, and it was looking so gorgeous, and I was so excited for it.
Skyrim's such a good game.
It's such a great game.
Anyway. So yeah, beautiful map. I'm still trying to jack a jet from the military base.
That's
and
the hardest thing to do.
Murder me every time.
So hard to do.
Every time. Actually, I got it, but then they always shoot me down.
Yeah.
And one last note, Trevor, absolutely insane.
Oh,
He is, but he's the type of insane that I like. He's not, he seems to be like a logical insanity. Like the way he talks and like he seems to think, it's a type of insanity that I like.
okay.
I can't reason it to you, but it's awesome.
Kind of like Trevor can't reason, but okay.
Yeah, Trevor, I like his character. I think my favorite is Franklin.
Really, I like Michael the most.
I enjoy Franklin.
Franklin's probably actually honestly my least favorite.
It's probably a tie between Franklin and Michael. I like Michael's story. I like Franklin's story, but I like Franklin's story. I like Michael's character.
I like Michael how he just does not give a crap.
It's true.
You haven't gotten to this point yet, but I'd actually argue that Franklin's the main character, though.
Really?
Yeah, it's not the three; it's Franklin.
Interesting. There's only 3 of them, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, because there's 4 transition.
The 4th one is your online character.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great game. It's absolutely the flying. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
The flying is kind of challenging. I don't
Yeah.
like how it's shaky sometimes, but I understand it's kind of realistic at the same time.
But one thing I don't like about it is you're constantly like if you're not holding up or something like that, you almost always start going down.
I know it's kind of annoying. I wish it would just like keep level by itself. The most frustrating thing I've ever done in that game so far, trying to hook the submarine to the helicopter.
Oh yeah.
I was about to just
That was
explode.
aggravating. So you've gotten to the teddy bear.
Yes, I have gotten to the teddy bear.
You still like Trevor after that?
I am disturbed.
Yeah.
I'm going to see my therapist tomorrow.
Good.
We're going to talk about it and the type of. It was
Okay,
really-
see, Mike, you always fussing at me about bumping mics, and what'd you just do?
I just bumped my mic. Oh, I just bumped my mic. Oh, all right. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged.
Own up to it, Mike.
We gotta police each other, man.
Yeah, we do.
That's how we get better at this. Trevor's insane. I think Franklin's special ability is probably the most overpowered
Yeah.
because you spend the majority of your time driving in that game. I think
Actually, no. I'd say that. What's his name? Michael's is
Michael's.
slowing down time.
That's true. I mean,
Trevor's is probably the most fun.
I don't understand Trevor's.
He goes into a berserk mode. He can take more damage, and he does more damage.
Okay, I get it now. I mean, like time slows down a little bit.
Yeah,
I noticed.
that's not his thing though.
But like, I never quite understood. It'd be really cool if in Rampage killing people healed you.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be handy. But I didn't quite understand what he did. The blood looks really intense
Yeah.
in his mode.
Yeah,
But
he gets super angry and he starts murdering people.
I mean, Michael's the ability to slow down time while you're shooting is really nice. But I don't use it as much as Franklin's.
Honestly, I don't think I really ever used their superpowers.
You don't?
Not their superpowers, but their special abilities.
I use them. I use Franklin and Michael's a lot.
See, I feel like it takes me out of the game.
Does it? I take it because I just like to go as fast as I can, so I use Franklin's to keep up that momentum
Yeah.
and to like avoid things. It's really handy. It's a
Yeah.
really handy one.
I'll use I use Franklin's the most
Mm-hmm.
because like I'll be driving and I'll be trying to get between a gap or something and I'll be like, nope, not gonna get through that with normal speed. I'll slow
Yeah.
him down and like whip around it.
Yeah. So yeah, fun game. Call me late on that. I know it's an older game, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah, and also playing Endless Legend. Like I said, it's like Civilization. It does it does take a different twist on that 4X genre,
Yeah.
like the expansion, exploitation, extermination, and then exploration. Did I say that already? Anyway, it's 4X's, and it's a lot of fun. It's a little different. You have the one major difference I find so far as I've been playing. Instead of having multiple units, you played the Civilization, like the cartoon on Xbox, right?
I've actually played the newest Civilization as well.
Have you? Okay.
I'm sorry, not the newest one, but because that would be Beyond Earth. I've played 5.
5.
Yeah, in fact, that's one of the games I was going to talk about me playing.
I would say that's probably the best one in my opinion.
It's really good.
It is really
actually,
good.
honestly, I like the cartoony one a lot more.
Do you?
It's more
Do you?
fun.
I see. Well, anyway, back to this.
Yeah.
Instead of having multiple units, you have armies, and when armies engage each other, the map around them gets wiped, and you can maneuver them in their spaces.
Really?
Yes. So instead of having multiple units, you have armies, and then when they engage, then you move the individual units around.
Nice.
So, and the way resources system work, it's difficult to get your head around at first. What faction you play changes the game a lot more than Civilization.
Yeah, that doesn't have him. That doesn't really do much.
Like, it really, in this game, it really, like, depends. Like, gameplay can change drastically depending on your race.
That's cool.
There's one race that they're very war focused.
Are they normal races like normal like people, or is it like?
No, they're fantasy. They're like
Okay.
there's like there's one race that's super cool. They're like made of magic and
Oh,
their
that's cool.
armor.
That's cool.
And they're super awesome. There's one race that seems really cool. They're called like the Endless or something.
How
or
much
like,
is this game?
I think I got $60 worth of it was $60, but on sale it was only $20.
Really?
So it had all the DLCs and everything.
Nice.
There's one race that once they go to war, they can't be in peace with someone. It's a permanent war state. So
they constantly have to be at war with at least one person.
yeah, I think so. Well, unless you have to declare war first, but you can't go into peace.
Oh, like once you've declared war, you can't go back into peace.
You're always at war with them.
Okay.
And then there's one race that like depends on like they use spies and things. So you can have spies inside other people's like cities and things and
That's
watch
cool.
what they're doing. So it's a really interesting game, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
I need to check this game out.
It's super pretty, and it's a really really cool game. It's by the same people who made Endless Space, which is it's kind of the same type of game but in space.
Yeah.
So it's a good game. I enjoyed it. And one more thing, I've currently obsessively watching The West Wing.
Oh, come on.
It's a good show.
It's okay.
I'm really loving it.
It's okay.
It's a good game. I enjoyed it. All the characters. I'm about to finish the first season, so I still got a good way to go. So I don't know if it takes a dip somewhere, but so far, really liking it.
Okay.
Really liking it. It's really good. So what have you been playing, Taft?
I've actually been playing computer games.
Hold up. What are you playing them on?
My Mac.
Your Mac?
Yeah.
All right.
You ever heard of this game called Mount and Blade Warband? I'm sorry.
Yes. I think you mentioned it to me.
Probably, because it's actually a very fun game.
Describe said game to me.
You are the normal game takes place in medieval times in like a fantasy, not a fantasy, but like a fictional world. You are basically like a bounty hunter, not a bounty hunter, like a mercenary kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go around and you like recruit people into your own party and stuff like that, and you just kind of run around and wreck shop, kill bandits, and then eventually you'll try to like conquer the area. I guess.
Is it like
it has no story?
Is it like third person? What is it?
Both.
Both.
What it is when you're out in the map, it's like overhead, like it's your character walking around. Like you don't really see like it's basically like, you ever seen like those little pictures of like a guy with a flag?
Yeah.
And he's not moving. He's just like he's not walking, but he's moving.
Oh yeah.
It's that.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Except for like you can see the legs moving.
Okay. And what is this game called?
It's called Mount and Blade Warband.
Mount and Blade Warband. All right. Continue.
So there's that, and that's a fun one. But what I've been playing, I actually got a mod for it called Gikokujo. It makes it into feudal Japan.
Interesting.
And you can actually join an army. So like instead of like having like to recruit your own people and stuff like that, what you can do is you can actually like join the army and you'll like follow the people around.
Yeah.
And it's actual people, like actual samurai groups and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And what's really fun though is you can start from the bottom, like the lowest person, like a recruit. You're literally a villager in the army.
Okay.
You have villagers' clothes. You have nothing. Like you probably won't survive the fight.
But you can work your way up.
My character started at the bottom, and I am now one step behind. One step below having my own army.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to do it too. Like it's not boring or anything like that.
I'm looking at pictures of this. It looks like an older game.
It is. It's quite old, actually.
It's quite old. And so, like, do you command
comparatively to other games? But
do you command an army or do you command an individual character?
you command an individual character and the army. Like you're the commander of the army.
Oh, that's cool. That's an
So like
interesting
you
concept.
fight in the battle, or you can just send your people out to fight the battle.
Interesting. And how big's the map?
Huge.
It's a decent sized map.
Like the map you travel on is huge, but when you are fighting,
Yeah.
the area, it's okay. It's not humongous, but it's a decent size for a fight. You know.
Yeah. Is it like real time? Can you command your troops to go different directions and flank?
You can tell them to do different things, but since I've never gotten my group above like 30 people.
Okay.
because they just die really quickly because they're not trained.
Mm.
And so there's that. But I totally lost my train of thought. What was your question?
How big's the map?
Okay, yeah. So it's a decent size for like the number of people you have, and you asked me if you could like tell people to flank and stuff. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. And you can tell them to like charge. You can tell them to like hold position and stuff. I don't know if you can tell them to go around the sides and stuff though.
Okay. Can you build like towns and things?
No. You can conquer towns.
I see.
You can go in and like kill everybody in the town, and it'll be your town.
Can't build your fort and stuff.
No. You can conquer forts.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
Why build them when you can just take other people's?
And it's quite fun to do that, actually. It's a lot of fun.
Can you like fight inside
the fort? Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like
that's how you conquer the fort. You start from outside and make your way inside.
Man, is this on Steam? I'm gonna have to pick this up.
It is. I think it's like $15, 20,
$15,
$20, something like that.
That seems expensive for an older game like this.
But it's still very popular.
Is it? Is there an online?
Yes, there is.
Oh, interesting. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, and you can have like horses and stuff. You have bows, crossbows, and swords, and
all right,
really
all
fun.
right. Well, let's just see how popular.
And it has like a humongous mod community.
All right. Well, let's see. Mount and Warband. It is $19.99. Interesting. Looks like fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Overwhelmingly positive. That's pretty good for 96% of users for this game. Reviews are positive. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a great game.
That's pretty good.
It takes a minute to get into it.
Yeah.
But once you get into it, you're into it.
Is there a campaign or anything?
No. Well, there's the campaign of you trying to conquer the world, but there's no real campaign.
Oh, there's no story.
There's
like
not a single story.
Sir Arthur would like you to conquer the small town of this and that.
Yeah, there's a mod to make it have a story, but there's no real story.
Can you customize your weapons? Oh, geez, this guy's like flailing his sword around in a big. Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, you cannot customize your stuff.
So you can't
you can find more armors and stuff like that and wear it, but it's not customized.
Can you not choose like I want this shield?
Yeah, you can. You can choose like your loadout and stuff. Like if I can say I want this set of boots and I want this helmet and this chest piece and stuff, but you can't be like I want this chest piece in red.
Okay. So, but you can still customize like what items you're holding.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I was asking.
Okay. There. Yeah. You can do that.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm at 2010.
That's 5 years.
It's 5 years. I mean, like the graphics look like earlier than that, but it's a big map. So
yeah, it's not exactly like a AAA title though. So.
I gotcha. Well, it looks like fun. I might have to pick this up. It's added to my wish list.
There you go. And I also played some Civilization 5.
And you like it?
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I straight up manifest destinied America in that game though, because you can play on like an actual like map of the world, which is really cool.
And then like I would had one game. Sorry to take over here, but I had one game where frickin' Gandhi was over there in like
smack
Asia. No, he was like starting wars over and over again. So I was like, all right, I gotta help my friends over here.
Yeah.
So I declare war. Me and England are kicking butt. It's like World War II.
Nice.
Because like the Atlantic, I had constant flow of troops coming.
Nice.
Like it looked like a world war. It was really cool.
That is cool.
It was pretty cool. And it was a pain in the butt controlling everyone. But
yeah. They need to do what Revolutions did, like the Civilization Revolutions. You can combine 3 units into an army.
Oh, really?
They can occupy the same, as long as they're in the same space, they're an army.
Interesting.
Which they did not do in this one, which was aggravating.
They can't stack, and then like people move wherever they want. It's kind of
it gets really aggravating.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I got overwhelmed with the amount of workers I had going around doing stuff.
You know, you can automate them.
Yeah.
I automate them.
I did too. But I just, at one point, you're like, good night. Like,
look at all of my peasants.
Exactly.
Oh gosh. Now I want to play. Jeez. How do you, I forgot. How do you set up a real game? Never mind. We'll talk about that afterwards.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is that it?
Besides Fallout 4, which is, dude.
Is it good?
Dude.
Yeah.
Some stuff happened in the game, and I was like, "No, my God!"
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't touched Fallout in like 2 weeks.
Have you seen anything about the Institute yet?
I'm about to
like
teleport.
Inside the Institute.
I'm about to teleport inside.
Okay, you're relatively close.
Okay, I know my kid's grown up. That's because
sure?
when I was going through Who's the guy you kill? Kellogg.
Yeah.
The Kellogg.
Oh,
like,
you know he's like 10. Okay,
yeah, he's like
okay.
10 now.
Okay, I
So
thought you were saying that he's like an adult. I was like, are you sure?
I was like, how long was I out between when they took him and when I woke up? Like,
Somewhere.
there must have been some time because he was a baby when they took him.
Yeah.
So, but like to me, that was just like a fraction of a second. That was just kind of trippy to think about.
Yeah.
That whole I think it's time we can talk about this. But that whole memory scene,
That was cool.
that was the way they did that. I was really impressed.
Yeah.
That was a really cool. The way you walked across the synapse or nerve cells or whatever.
The nerve synapse, yeah.
That was that the whole way they did that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty decent. And people who haven't gotten there, get over it. It's been a month.
But actually, Mike, just to correct you
Okay.
on your brain biology real quick, it's the
My brain biology.
axon.
Sorry, I'm actually learning about that in biology. I have a final on Tuesday. I should know that. Thank you, Taft, for tutoring me
And
for
if
my
you
final.
really want to get specific, we were probably walking on the myelin sheath.
Okay, no,
At one point, we did have to walk on the
the myelin sheath,
no, the thing you said a second ago.
axon,
No,
the
Synapse.
There we go.
Yeah.
We should start a band called the Myelin Sheath
we should. Yeah.
or the Myelin Chiefs. There we go. That's
Yep,
our
there
band.
we go. There we go.
New band.
Got it.
There we go.
Heard it first.
All right, here we go. And I think is that it? You good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, that's a show then. All right. So this has been the College Gamers. You can follow us. You can follow me on Twitter at Blue Cows with Blue Cow. Blah. You know, we haven't done the show in like 2 weeks.
I know.
I'm totally out of it right now. Here we go. Restart. And action take 2. The College Gamers Podcast. You can contact us through the email collegegamershow@gmail.com. That's 2 S's. You can follow me on Twitter at BlueCows with a Z, BlueCowz. Taft has a Twitter.
I do now, and it is Taft Faust 8.
Taft Faust 8 pie, 8 cheese.
Donuts. I love donuts.
Donuts are good. Just to review some things, next week we will have our first guest host, so super excited for that.
I will not be here,
Taft will not be here. We'll
but
get
I will
that.
be listening.
Awesome. We'll get that live stream schedule worked out, and we'll let y'all know as soon as possible. And I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's the show. Awesome. Thank you everyone for watching. Again, one thing, we're starting to live stream the podcast now on my Twitch channel, Blue Cows, same as my Twitter handle, BlueCowz. So,
And we've gotten a little bit better about like when we are recording, so it's right around 5:00 on Saturday.
yeah, and just follow me on Twitter or Taft on Twitter, but we announce things before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a show.
Well, yeah, and we're also going to try to keep you guys updated on what we're going to do for the live streaming us playing games and stuff.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier.
No,
So
I didn't hear that. My bad.
think that's it.
Yeah,
You good?
let's do it.
All right, later, people.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Blue Cow Radio.